Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, September 15th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I take the time to align my mind. And today we have Mercury going direct, hooray! As of this recording, we have not yet hit the peak of the new moon. By the time I post this, we will have, but we're still going to be in the magic of that new moon energy. So be aware of your mental energy, your intentions. But I was sitting here, not necessarily wanting to record, feeling a little exhausted from today, and just wanting to kind of like sit in the quiet of the new moon. And I was like, well, if you have a good message for me with this Mercury direct, bring it on in so that I can share it. And it was about, with this directness, over the next few weeks as we roll out of the shadow. I was going to look to see when that actually happens, but I did not bring my little astro cheat sheet with me. But as we roll through this shadow period, through this shadow time, really practicing discernment, practicing with the acuity is actually the word that kept coming in of the mind. So this will basically be till just about like the end of September that will be in the shadow period, unwinding this. Getting your mind right, meaning you don't have to believe everything you hear. You don't have to believe everything that you think. That it's so important that you listen to your gut, that you listen to your intuition, is going to be important as we move towards these eclipses. That was the other thing that kind of came, we're like kind of like moving through the completion of this cycle and entering into the beginning of this eclipse cycle. In a month, we'll have our first eclipse of our second eclipse season. And for this, we want the acuity of our mind to be on point. We want our mind to be on our side. We want our mind to not fall for the games, the shenanigans, the BS. And so this is where you really want to bring your attention, bring your alertness, especially as we finish up Sun in Virgo over the next week. Virgo is very discerning. Virgo has that second sight. Virgo, while it can get stuck in the analysis paralysis, it can get stuck in the critical nature, it can get stuck in what it sees in reality, Virgo has that capability to go beyond all that and see the truth. So with Mercury direct, work on seeing through the stories that you keep repeating, the stories the world keeps repeating, because there are off-ramps for all of us. That doesn't mean leaving the planet, but off-ramps from these repeating cycles. Now, today, on its way to Mercury direct, which officially happens, apparently, at 1:21 p.m. Pacific time, we have the moon connecting to Neptune and Pluto. That moon Neptune definitely has some of that acuity, to see through the illusion. Neptune's like, I'll show you the illusion, and then see through the illusion. It's definitely Wizard of Oz. Like, who's the man behind the curtain kind of energy right there. So we have that. That may show up in dream time. Watch your dream time. See if anything comes up for you there. Moon and Pluto. That's how we're starting the day. The moon trine Pluto. Now, while this is favorable, Pluto is always Pluto, and will bring the stuff up. So you may wake up a little grumbly, a little, I don't want to get out of bed kind of feeling. It is what it is, right? Empower your presence in bed if that is what you need to do. Moon will shift into Libra as of 10:44 a.m., hoping to bring us a little balance into our emotional states. And again, I like this with Mercury going direct. We could use a little balance after, I don't know, after the intensity of all this. That being said, the Sun and Uranus will be connecting. Uranus is very triggery. So again, even though this is a trine, a happy, supportive connection, it has shenanigans. Stay grounded today. Watch your nervous system. Tend to your nervous system. And notice where a trigger may seem to come out of nowhere. Or if you are like going along and suddenly feel off. So Joe and I just had to run an errand to the store. And I came out of there feeling so off. And I know I can be a sponge for other people's stuff. And so I need to recognize for me, when I feel off, come home, clear myself. Or even in the car, clear myself. And immediately, as soon as I recognize, as soon as I do that, oh, there I am. So recognize that energy. Also take things low and slow. Grounded and easy with that Uranus energy. I do want to mention that through this weekend we will have Venus squaring Jupiter. Money stuff, feeling a little wonk may come up. Relationship stuff may come up. You may see repeating patterns from June. From June. It's made 2 passes of this connection with Jupiter now. So probably June, probably late July, early August. And now here we are again, another pass of this. Things come and go, right? Ride the roller coaster. Try not to take it so personally. Train your brain to be like, hey, we don't have to get so deep with this because it's not so deep. And just see how that goes. See how that shifts. I will also warn that we'll also have the moon squaring Pluto on Sunday morning. So just watch. Just watch what swings your pendulum, what takes you off balance, and how you can empower yourself through that. That being said, I love this card on the top. The sharing card to me is about being a lighthouse. Being a lighthouse for others, for the world. And I think we can do this especially when we can be very aware of our consciousness and hold it in good measure is what I'm hearing. That being said, there's some stuff that's processing. We've got the sorrow card. We've got the past lives card. Energy's coming up, moving through. I should say this, speaking of keeping your mind right. Again, Eris and the North Node this weekend will connect. Exactly. We've been building to it. But as the discord comes up, or as you see it out there, again, you don't have to take it so personally. It's there for you to see, and it's like dirt on the floor. Sweep it away. Release it. So just keep that in mind if these energies come up and come through. I think so often we just take it a little too far and a little too deep within ourselves, and then we can get stuck. This is the weekend to not get stuck. Find your balance. Oops. Dropped all of the cards. Find your balance. Find the joy. Find the good. It's all working out for us. Okay. Leaving that there for today. Eclipse readings. You can book an eclipse reading. I will be starting them, I think, next week. Email me for that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are. Namaste.